This video is in conjunction with Palatrax Tackle. Catch more fish.
Well, well, it's the final leg of the journey. We are on day 9 and we're back at the legendary Palm Tree Lagoon. I got my platform. Dan's over in his bungalow. Kitty and Joe are over on the right hand bank. I think Joe's had a fish. And I got my original Ray Don glasses on. 50 baht, Soybecar Market. Get your Ray Dons. Big time collectibles. We had a long old day yesterday. It was driving for, well, actually not driving, but we set off 8:30 in the morning and got to Ratchaburi at about 11 o'clock last night. Hour and a half waiting for the ferry. Hour and a half on the ferry. Popped in to see Richard Gibson at John Wilson Fishing Lake, and he had some clothes of Dan's, a towel, a pair of scissors for me, were useless, left loads of shit there. Popped in, had a cup of tea, he fed the fish, showed us how many chalpra and stuff he's got in there, alligators, gourami, tambaki, Siamese, lovely to see him feeding. And then we were on the road, 5 hours 15 minutes from Chompon to Ratchaburi. I did the last leg of the journey. We're going to split it up, but just got into the zone and drove. Listened to the radio, listened to some podcasts, carp fishing, and here we are. Probably about getting on for 10 o'clock now. We got here about 8, had our breakfast. Slowly got into it. We're a little bit jaded. We've had a couple of nights off the booze now, which is nice. So hopefully raring to go. Dan didn't sleep very well, poor little bugger. So he's a bit red-eyed this morning. Got a bit of Cotton Eye Joe going on. No, we're back. The platform's been redone, nice and strong now. It's there's not so much movement when you're walking across it, especially a bloke of my stature. I hear you say. Water's up. They've been pumping out. We've had a mental wet season. Coming towards a half moon. Tarpon just come up there, and we're hopeful. I mean, it's palm tree. I mean, the last year or so, I would have said, probably a year or so, I've caught a lot less fish. A lot bigger fish, probably working a lot less hard and disturbing the swim less, gathering less fish into the area, or just a bit of luck. It's hard to know. We're on the Palatrax hooks here now. Look at these boys. These were given to us by hang on, oh, can you see it? These were given us by Richard at the John Wilson Lakes. He's a friend with Simon Pomeroy, the fella that is the brains behind Palatrax, and he's put me onto him, and he's gonna send me some stuff over. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to these. These are the grips. They look amazing, and the way they performed on a very angry 144-pound Mekong the other day, I was really impressed. We're struggling to get the Gamakatsu size 12 and 13 hooks here now, for one reason or another. And these seem like a very good alternative. They are a thick gauge, which means they shouldn't pull out of the softer mouth fish quite so easy, but they're light. So you get the best of both worlds. They're not a huge size. It says a size 2 UK, but I've lined them up. They're halfway between a 12 and a 13 Thai size, and they got a lovely thick gauge wire, but they're light, so they're hopefully the best of both worlds. You get that light hook, a strong hook, and a little bit thicker metal, which should hold in the flesh rather than forming that sort of cheese wire effect and being able to move during the fight and maybe pull out. So looking forward to sending my address to Simon back there in the UK. He's a Devon boy, actually. I said I was from Tivet, and he said no way. I've driving through Tivet and on my way to Bideford, home from work, which is a small world, so that was nice. and we're gonna give them a good test. Take them out to Bugs and Ran and all the places we fish, and see how we get on with them. So Palarax, they're the ones. Cracking stuff. Let's catch some fish.
Morning. Saturday. Just check. Saturday, 15th of October. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I've not even got a rod out yet. Could start fishing at Palm Tree at 8. We drove from Samui last night, yesterday, all day. Left at 8 in the morning. I had to go and look at some land that I share with a friend of mine up there. That took a while, and then we got to the ferry port, and we had to wait a couple of hours to get on a ferry. Stopped at John Wilson Lake, met up with Richard, had a cup of tea there, and then we drove up, and we got here about 11:15 last night, and I was really tired. I thought I'd sleep well, but I didn't drink yesterday or the day before, but after 7 nights previous to that on the piss drinking, I just didn't sleep very well last night, unfortunately. And but never mind, I'm at the swim now. Because we got here so late last night, usually we come here the night before and settle everything up, set our rods up, set our pods up, get organised, but we haven't done that. Anyway, it's all good. Just setting up the pod now, but while I'm doing that, I'm just going to chuck a rod out just on its own, because there's a load of blowing out there. I'll just mix the bait up. Got sweet corn juice in there. Got a load of this, put a load of this as well. The Cell stick mix that Shane Holmes got me, and that smells awesome. It smells of coconut and sweet corn, so hopefully that's going to really send off loads of signals to the fish. Yeah, and hopefully we're going to catch a few nice ones. Kitty's over there with Joe, a guy she works with, so hopefully they'll catch some fish. She wants to catch a flat shark minnow, and Harvey's on the main platform, and hopefully we'll report back to you how we're getting on all day, and have a good day. We're here tomorrow as well, so we're going to get out tonight, have a few beers. Hopefully I'll wake up at some point, and yeah, awesome. Trim down Cell wafter. I'm just going to coat it in a bit of that Cell stick mix. A little flatbed feeder, 13 hook. Just sharpened that hook as well, so hopefully that'll nail something. I've got that on before, I left pop up on there. I'll just move that up. Actually, I'll take that off. I'm just going to whack it. Look, a load of bubbles just here. Just going to whack it there before putting a bite along. Come here, come. Point the camera. I've just landed the elephant ear gourami. Benji's landed it for me, or helped me get the camera. I'll unhook that now. It's massive. It's a big one. My lad. Nice one. Lovely, first fish of the 2 days. There's only 2 in it at least. I had one, my first one the other day. I think this is the other one, because this one looks slightly bigger. This one. Oh. Okay. It's a slightly bigger one. Okay, is that net out of the way? Okay, the light okay? Come forward a bit.
Okay.
Yeah? Nice one, elephant ear gourami. There's only 2 in the lake. I had the other one last time. This one looks a little bit bigger.
Droop.
So I think I caught the other one. Put it back.
Droop first.
Okay, go on, buddy. Alright. Chilling out next to me. Come on, mate. Awesome, nice one, cheers.
Screaming Ran off the open water rod. Don't think. So it might be a fly to start with. Still might be. Might be a ripsaw. Ripsaw! Ripsaw! Well, I'm saying ripsaw. What do you reckon, Benji?
Give it.
So why? Get out. What do you think? Oh, you can't wait till you can see it. Ripsaw, ripsaw, ripsaw.
This
What
all.
do you say? Salary.
Salary rigs that. Hey, what's that?
Oh,
Asian.
eat what?
Corn in the middle.
Eat what?
Cheeky one. Hey,
What he eat?
yeah. Getting kapot.
Ow.
It's sweet corn. Up.
เรียกเอเชียนกดคัง
Nice one, veggie.
กดคัง
Pakot kang, gin kapot. There we go. Look at that. The whiskers standing up on the top of the nostrils. The long ones down the side. Two there, two there. Got loads. Asian red tail. They love it in here. On sweet corn, on the middle.
Check the time. Where's my phone? There it is. 10:24. I've only got 3 rods out of 4. Just putting the 4th one out now. Just having the first bite. Second chuck on the little banker edge spot in the corner there. Elephant ear gourami. Very nice. And I'm absolutely knackered, tired. People that know me, like, especially Davos, I'm always telling him I'm tired. It's a little, like, running joke. Are you tired? And I am actually really tired today. But, yeah, hopefully I'll be alright. Just putting the 4th rod out. This one's just on a lead setup. Got a lead on there. That 4-inch, 50-pound hook link. Well, I didn't have time to just put that on. It's a pop-up, 13 hook. I've got a back lead on there as well, running back lead, flying back lead if you like. I'm just going to whack that off that jetty over there, just in there's a margin shelf that goes down, or slope I should say. I'm going to put that off there. It's normally a good spot for juliens and other stuff like that. Tambaki, paku, yeah. So yeah, and then I'll reset all the other rods and have a cup of tea. Oh, it's 11:13 in the morning now. Time is pushing along pretty quickly at the moment. Just put a new rig on. I had a rig on from yesterday, so it's got a new one on there. That's a whittled down cell wafter. And got this little mix here. I made up a separate mix. The boilies from Smooth Fishing Park, just ground up. And I've got a load of old boilies I don't use, bottom bait boilies, foot and tuna. Just boshed a load of them up, get the plastic out of them. And put loads of salt in there as well. Just give that a go. Got corn juice in there, got cell stick mix in there, crumb and lum. So it's a real smelly mix, and I'm just going to put that right in my edge spot. I've just rested that spot for a bit. I had a cast out in open water, and I'll flick it back on that spot again later. But I'll go back in the corner spot now, see if I can get a black shark minnow or something like that. Nice. Harvey's just had his first fish. Just had an Asian red tail. I think Kitty's had a couple of Asian red tails, and Joe, a friend from work, also had an Asian red tail on both on predator rods. So yeah, started a bit late today. It's a lovely wind pushing across here at the moment. There's nothing on this rod. No one on that bank. Kitty hasn't got a rod down in that corner at the moment. I don't think she's going to put one there. So that should do a bite, because I don't usually like fishing on this. If there's someone fishing that corner there, or I'm fishing that corner there, I wouldn't be too confident about having a bait off here, because it's too much pressure sort of on the same hyacinth bed, but there's no one there. So hopefully that will produce a bite soon. I've got one, this one just in open water out here, which I'll keep hitting that spot as long as I can, because I quite like the look of that area there. Not too far out, just a little overhung sort of lob. Got the far one over there, just out off that slope, and a one in the corner at the moment. That's where I'll be putting it. And yeah, and I did have something to say, but cool. Looks like Kitty's got a bit of a knock on the predator rod. So I'm just fishing 4 carp rods. Harvey's fishing 4 carp rods. I presume they're fishing a predator rod each at least, or maybe 2, and carp rods. So a lot of pressure on the water today. It was flooded yesterday, the lake. We weren't here obviously, but the water was about 1 foot or 2 foot up onto the kitchen wall, but it subsided luckily. So yeah, I'll give it a go. Got some bread in here, which I'm going to give a go as well soon. I'll put cell stick mix. Put cell stick mix in the middle, like a sandwich. I'll punch that. I'll try that on one of the rods to let it soak in for a bit. Oh yeah, should be good. Done a cup of tea, and yeah, just ready to get a bite. Nice.
นะคะ
water spider there, quite a big one. They bite as well, so I'll put him back over there. Okay. Alright, lovely fish that. Nice. Okay, put him back.
Well, as Greaves you might say, it's a funny old day. We're still sort of in October, and yet we've got a bit of a winter wind going on. This is a northeasterly. When it's blowing from sort of off your left shoulder when you're on the platform, and then blowing down through the lake, it's a cold one. It's brisk. Everybody's here is wrapped up in towels and freezing their nuts off. To me, it's quite comfortable, but you can feel it's cooler. Not always good for the fishing. Hopefully it will switch around. It's lovely when the wind's blowing from the pylon straight up through, or even slightly to my left, almost the opposite to what it is now. That's probably not going to help. It's Dan's done alright. I think he's had an elephant, a gourami and a gourami, and Kitty and Joe have had several runs on the predator rods. I've had a Asian red tail, Asian red tail in open water that fooled me. Thought it was ripsaw. But yeah, just keep plugging away. We've got a couple in the margins, one over by the aerator, one in open water, and one down over here. We caught most of our fish in the margins the other day, so I'm going to stick at them and see if we can pick off one of the more unusual carp species. With a bit of luck, see what happens.
Hello, midday, high noon, Palm Tree Lagoon, Saturday 15th of October 2022. Looks good. Wind's blowing, been blowing all morning, right to left into this little corner. I've got a rod here. Kitty's just put one on the other side actually as well. Just put that one out. Yeah, got one out here. It's been in the same spot all morning. Got one in a corner, but I've just rested it and put it out on its other spot. I'll go back on that. I've got one just in the margins over there, just off those barrels. And I've had two fish so far, an elephant ear gourami and a normal giant gourami, and both on cell wafters, so I might swap over a few odds to the wafters in a minute. And this is my normal mix here. This is a special mix. I've got two different types of boilies crushed up, corn, lots of salt, plum, and I've got no macquet at the moment because we just didn't buy any. We run out and never found a tackle shop or even bothered looking really. So yeah, so this is the mix at the moment. It's done the 2 bites, so I might just put a few more rods on this. I've actually just gone up on this rod here, on that one as well, and that one I've just cast out. It's on that one. The only one's not, it's the far one over there. So I'll see if I can get another couple of bites, or at least another bite on it, and think that that's maybe the mix is going to work today the best. So anyway, yeah, so had a cup of tea, it's a bit of a podcast, and it looks good. It's good for a bite. Hopefully we'll get a few nice fish today. About 1:30 now. Just hooked a red tail. Something I didn't want to hook, but when you're fishing around the edges, you do catch them sometimes. Nice one. Come on. Right. Right down. Okay. Alright. Nice one. Big one. Okay, the red tail down the edge. Put him back, quite a big one. Oh, we've got a little visitor. Hey, little monkey, ain't you? Hey, what are you doing? Come on. Hey, little snarfle. Hey. Come to have a look. Get me a bite. See you later. Must be cold, look, now man's got a jumper on. Don't know whose jumper it is. How long are the sleeves?
Bird poo.
Are you sure it's bird poo and not yes, yours? Freezing, isn't it? Now, ding ding. There we go. There we go. Unusual catfish species, a crystallized catfish. In the dark, the eyes go translucent. You've got the white here and here, along here. I'm pretty sure it's a crystallized. I'll probably be stand corrected in my orthopedic shoes, but I think that's what he is. Lovely little fella. Nice one. Whee! It's lively. Get him back. Well, off the same area of crystallized, this little gourami just took it and gave me a little run around. A couple of holes in the tail there, a bit unusual. Probably see my eye through there. Bit unusual. But I don't think it's a giant gourami, it's just a gourami army. Yeah. Oh well, a couple of fish quick, nice one. Well, just enjoyed a lunch, one of my favourites, a kapow, and bit of watchdog. What's that then? Much? Oi, snarfle. Something's going on over there. Benji's had a little Asian redtail on a bit of chicken on a waggler. He's chuffed to bits. Nice one, Benji. Superb. Slipping back. Oh, slipped.
Shit. Hanama have you.
There we go. Kids taking the photos, kids catching the fish. That's lovely. Nice one, Benji.
Let them go.
Loving the Asian redtails. Put him back a bit more carefully. That's right. Well done. Good lad. We've got a bite. Got a funny feeling it's a fish with teeth. Okay. Tambaki.
Just come back too quickly, John. Boy, just rail.
Shh.
So wide. I like to.
Help him with that net. This could be a good fish. No. Help Benji with the sewing. I think it's a good fish.
Sơ quậy chỉ có tặc á. Hai bên ta, sơ quậy chỉ tặc. Cho đi ngắt. And in this quậy. You want up sơ quậy ạ.
Julian.
Julian.
Perfect. It was John. You so kind. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well done. Whoo! Fucking hell. Get in. Oosh.
No.
There we go. The fish to save the day.
Yeah, guys.
The Julians.
Okay.
Beautiful. Super. Here we go. We're just watching a bit of football and ready for some action on the food vibes. Dan's hungry.
I'm starving.
I thought you might be. We've got loads of different dishes here. We've got omelette there. We've got mushrooms with some sort of sugar snap peas. I don't know what that is. It's interesting. It's like a chicken and cashew nut down the end there. It looks marvellous. And this one here, prawns with a vegetable that I'm not really...
It's like a water vegetable, I think.
A water vegetable. And we got another one in here. It looks like a tom yum. Oh, we're hungry. We're hungry. Jump in, get stuck in. Food.
It's 10:40 on Sunday, 16th of October, and just only got 2 rods out. I had a Julian's on one rod and a red tail on the other. Amazing. It's freezing cold. Well, it's cold for Thailand, isn't it? There you go. Yep. There's a red tail. It's on the left-hand side of the swim. And I had a Julian's on the right-hand side. Awesome that.
How big are they?
Lovely. Well done. Nice one. Super. Oh wow. What's way to start the day. Beautiful fish. Yes, it's about 11 AM now. Been here about 45 minutes fishing, I reckon. It's a miserable day. It's like being in England. The rain is coming in sideways. There's a northeasterly wind, which was here yesterday, and it was hard yesterday because of that northeasterly wind. There's a real drop in temperature from the rest of the trip. I mean, I was told by a friend that it was going to get cold. They'd seen a weather forecast and it was going to be colder earlier this year, but this is really early. But yeah, it's a real northeasterly wind, strong wind as well, coming in. Just had the Julian's off this spot here on a wafter, and I've got every rod down around the edge because yesterday hardly anybody had a fish out in open water, in the deeper water, in the colder water as well. So got all this one's down here, got one in my normal spot over there, and I've got one off that tree at the moment. So yeah, just coming back with a kettle full of water so I can make a cup of tea. And, yeah. This shirt's free soaking wet. I took that one. Luckily I've got a change of clothes and a waterproof jacket as well. So, well, it's 12:15. Last day of the road trip, and yeah, looking forward to getting back to normal, back to work, because it's stormy here. Look at the wind. It's raining. Rain's coming in sideways. It's cold. It's cold wind, cool wind. Cold if you live in Thailand. The water's cold, the fish ain't biting much. Luckily, before I put my 4 rods out, I had bite on both of them at the same time, 2 at the same time. I'm sure you've already seen. No one else, no one had a bite since then, and no one else has had a bite. And over the last couple of days, apart from a couple of Swai and Kitty and Joe, had yesterday very few bites in open water out in the middle, if you like. All of my bites have been from around the edges, so all my 4 rods are around the edges today in the shallow water. Yeah, it's not great conditions, but if you come here a lot, you're gonna, as we were speaking about last night, you're gonna come here when it's good because you've got access and time, and you're gonna also come here at times when it's not fishing well or the weather is bad, so yeah, and that's what it is today. But yeah, we've got rods in the water. This one, I chucked this one a little bit further down. I had the Julian's just off here. I've just chucked it a bit further around the corner. Nothing on that. Just fishing 2 rods on cell wafters and 2 on pineapple wafters. But yeah, not sure what Harvey's up to. Kitty looks like she's on the phone or something. We've got the dogs over there. Yeah, just had a cup of tea. I'll probably have another one in a minute, I think. Yeah, got lunch will be probably the next couple of hours. I think we might even finish a bit early today. I wouldn't mind leaving if it's like this and we're not catching much. I wouldn't mind leaving about 6 o'clock really, so I can get home for about indoors for about 10 o'clock tonight. I've got work tomorrow, so if we stay here till 8, I won't be back till about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'll be up for work 6. So we did leave a little bit early. Yeah, I stopped fishing yesterday about 7:30, and we stayed around the lake. Just had a few beers, And then went back to the room, watched football. But yeah, I'll report back when there's something to film. Thank you.
It's 1:15. Having a bite. Dan just lost the fish. And it's Julian's and red tail double hook up this morning, and it's moody, it's drizzly, it's cold, it's windy, and just to give you an idea of the temperature, we've got everybody huddled around a fire in here. That's how cold it is. Ah, get in! I do love that. I do love that. If you got there, then it looks nice. Kapow, kapow, mulsab, gaisab, kaido. Lovely, and it's freezing. Everybody's huddled around the fire. That's never a good sign when you're trying to catch a few fish. But we'll keep battling on and see what happens. Smells good in here. What have we got here then? Look at this. Look. This is a Thai speciality. Benji, do you like this one? No, not so much. Hey, he's just woke up, has he? He'll still be hungry. Bit of sauce as well. That's the egg there, is it? Egg. It's sticky rice, khao niao. I ate this one in Lloyd the other day, I think, in the walking street. Very nice, very filling. Sticky rice, dipped in egg, eggy rice, barbecued. Look at that. Look at that. Hello, Dan's got a bite over here and he's running. Let's go and have a look. Here he is, over in his corner spot. It's been very productive for him. He loves that one. This little fella here, look. Any nui? Oh, that's butter, that one. That's different. Maybe butter, this one. What do you reckon?
That's a bit gutting. Just come around here, reset this rod. Bear in mind I'm over there. You can see the mountain there in the distance. It's in the clouds. It's pouring rain. I just tried to single out just on a straight lead into open water and sat down. 5 minutes later, screamed off, run around here. Don't know what it was, but it screamed off down towards Harvey. Hit into it and it ended up down this corner, and the hook just pulled out of it. So yeah, a bit unfortunate. So anyway, I'm going to whack it back out there and get my hood up because it's raining. Nice one, red tail. Wasn't expecting that. Just cast this rod back out there and went straight off. Nice one. About 2:30 now. Just had a screaming. Well, it wasn't a screaming one. It's a kite. I hooked it over here. Kitty's only fishing that half of the bank today. Just cast over to that hyacinth bed. Next on there, I've got funny feelings for Julian's again. Went off pretty quickly. Oh no! I'm off again. Fuck's sake. It's 2:38 now. Last day of the road trip. Last day at Bung Samran. It's been a strange couple of days on the weather front. It's been cool, or even, dare I say, cold. Especially for us and the Thais. They're sitting around a fire up there. Cooking sticky rice like cake things. Very nice. They give us one. Yeah, I've had 2 red tails today on boilies and black and Julian's. Late 30s, early, probably about late 30s, or about 38, 39 pound. Decent one. One of the biggest I've ever had, if not probably second biggest, I reckon. Yeah, so that's good. I've lost 2 fish. I've fished a rod over there, just on a straight lead, on a single, and that went off. Really fast run, went down towards Harvey. Had it on for a few minutes, come up towards me, end up in the corner, and then just come off. The hook just pulled out. Yeah, so it gutted with that. We're playing it very carefully, and then a moment ago, Got one cast up into the corner, but on that, off that, I think I've just already said this, but just to point out where that pink chair is over there. Kitty's not fishing that end of the bank today, so I asked her if I could put one over there, and it went off. It did a couple of bleeps and it was kiting out very quite fast, picked it up and it went even faster, went out to sort of near on the sort of, not the middle of the lake, but that sort of way. Coaxed it in, got it down here, and again the hook just pulled out. I don't know, just the hook sharp, so scratch your head with that one, literally. But it looks like there's a few fish feeding now. See bubbles coming up here and there. The wind's dissipated quite a lot, and I'm getting a few liners on this rod now, so hopefully I will get another fish, or if I'm lucky, 2 on that before we go home, because I should imagine all the food's been pushed in there the last couple of days. Again, a little bit of a liner there. It tightened up really nicely a minute ago, so yeah, I should imagine there's a few fish in there because the wind's been pushing strongly into there the last couple of days, possibly longer. So hopefully there's a lot of natural food in there, and there's a few fish getting in there at the moment. So yeah, and I've got this rod here. I say open water hasn't been doing very well the last couple of days, although there are bubbles coming up out there now. But, and over here, quite a few big patches of bubbles over there as well. But for now, I've got this rod here, and I've only just put an underarm chuck just out here, just somewhere different. I've tried it down here, I've tried it off there. So yeah, that's the state of play at the moment. I think we're going to fish till about 6 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't want to be away from here any later than 7, really. It takes about 3.5 hours to get home. Got to go to Harvey's first and get all his gear out, and then get back home, so get unpacked. Yeah, so it takes a bit of time. And obviously stop and eat as well, probably on the way home. But yeah, anyway, we'll report back to you when something happens. Meanwhile, there's the lake. Lovely. It's a nice cool breeze at the moment. Not good for fishing though, particularly. It's just coming up to 3 PM, and yeah, I've just stuck another rod in this bay because, as you can see, there's bubbles there, 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 bubbles there. I've actually cast it away from them a little bit. I'm hoping that they're going to move into the area I've just cast to, rather than cast on top of them and spooking them. That's the plan. Yeah, I mean, but there's bubbles coming over there, and I'm in between those bubbles and those bubbles really. So yeah, hopefully I'll get one of them, see what they are. And the other rod, yeah, it's up against, it's over there. I'm going to recast that in a minute. The last cast was a little bit left. I want to really get it just at the end of the hyacinths, or even in front of the hyacinths over there. I would normally like to cast to that corner there, but the hyacinth bed's a bit big now, and I can't really make that cast and get the rod and the line over. So yeah, watch this space. It does look very fishy at the moment. Oh shit, shit. It moves. Big catch bubbles here. So there's a few fish feeding by the looks of it. So hopefully I can trip one of them up. The wind's calmed down a bit. Still a bit of a cool breeze when it does blow. Yeah, hopefully it's enough time for a few fish, or at least a couple of fish. Would be nice. Very nice. 3:42 now. Time is ticking away on the last day of the trip. Still a lot of blowing coming up in this corner. I'm getting a lot of liners on this rod. It's right in the corner. I'm getting a few flicks on the other rod as well, so hopefully one of them will ping off in a minute. Gutted because sitting here, and then my bite alarm over there, which is on a straight lead, which is with a single wafter cast out to the middle, screamed off, and by the time I got around there it stopped. Never really felt the fish, never really, but when I brought it in, the stoppers had been pulled right up, so clearly there was something on there. That's a third fish that I've lost today. Well, the other two I actually had on for a while. I looked at the hooks, nothing wrong with the hook, nothing was tangled up. So yeah, a bit of a mystery and maybe just unlucky. But hopefully, if I get a chance, I'll get another bite soon. I'll have a bit more luck and get it in. But yeah, it's looking good. I mean, it is cool. It is quite cold. This t-shirt was when I went into the water earlier. It's still soaking wet. So it hasn't done much of a good job drying it, although the wind's blowing it about. But yeah, getting a few liners and seeing them fizzing close to where I'm fishing is quite encouraging. Load of fizzing out there. And yeah, hopefully the other guys will get something as well. Harvey's not had a fish yet today, and Nor's Kitty, unfortunately. Kitty's just shot off somewhere, getting a car fixed, I think, locally. So she'll be back soon. Just seen Harvey reset all his rods. But it's a tricky day, really tricky. Really tricky yesterday. I only had 3 fish yesterday all day. I think Harvey had a few more fish than that, and Kitty had a few fish fishing predator rods as well. But yeah, it's tricky sometimes, you know, it's fishing, isn't it? So yeah, just thinking about what's my next move. Might go and reset the rod in the corner. I'll leave these for a bit. I'll probably reset the right hand one there first. God, I'm going to stick it on a patch of bubbles so I can get a bite. Well, bite's a bite. Sometimes just any bite will do, but it's not really the fish I want, but it's a red tail. Pim's going to net it for me. Keep the pressure on. Big one. Oh, big one. You alright? God, it's so hard to play. Just keep the rod down low. Turn this off. Cheers, buddy. More pictures. Oh, that's a PB red tail, that. Oh. There you go. Alright, thank you. Nice one. I'll put him back. How big that is. Oh, put him back. Go on, buddy.
Well, I got a bite out in the middle of the lake. Heavy fish. Not felt the carp kicks yet. Probably a very big swai. But yeah, big swai, I think. Fish is on the surface out there. What a big fish. Whatever it is, if you don't come off, he saves the blank. Everybody likes a wank. Nobody likes a wanker. Nobody likes a blank. Everybody likes a blanker. Heavy. Lots of bubbles, lots of swirls. Here's a big swai.
One fish for you.
Over there, Benji. Keep going. That's it. Go on, Benji, you got it, you got it. Yes, well done. Speaks fine, huh? Yeah. Ooh, that's it. Nice one, Benji. Big swai, that. PB swai. PB. Jesus.
ปลาสวาย
There you go. Probably a PB swai, that. Fish is well over 40 pounds, probably approaching 50.
early
Big bugger.
in the morning John สวาย eat in the early
Yeah. It's 5 p.m. I've just had a run. I heard him say it thinks it's a swai. I think there's anybody over there at the moment. Give me a hand. I'm sure someone's on their way. We're going to pack up at, well, I'm going to pack up about 6:15. And today, we fished till 8. It's been a really long trip. It's a long drive home. I've got work tomorrow, so I've asked Harvey if we can leave a little bit early. He's all good with that, so that's cool. So 5 o'clock now, I've got about an hour and 15 minutes. Just had a big red tail there. Yeah. It's quite a hard day. Lost 3 nice fish, I think. I've actually had a run on every rod, which is nice. But it's been a tricky day all round. Tough conditions in Thailand for fishing, really. Yeah, bit of a line on this one. The light's starting to fade a little bit. Time for me at 5 o'clock when I go fishing. I normally just put mozzie spray on because that's when the mozzies start to come out and they do like me. So, as a precaution, just put it on the extremities. Yeah. There's a big dog fight going on over here a minute ago. Don't know what dog's involved, but it went on for a while. Then Pit went over and split it up. Nam Wan standing by Harvey. Probably net it. And little Benji with the net. I'm going to reset this one, try and get it a bit closer to hyacinths. Another run. Okay, Any sock on it? You want a red tail? Better than a red tail. Any day. We'll be packing up at 6:30. We'll go home early today. Next one. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Nice one. Cheers, Pim. Super. Thank you. Nice. It's around 5 o'clock now. Just had a screaming run just down the edge on this slope. Nicely stopped that. Won't be far off £20. I wouldn't have thought that. There you go. Look, I'll put him back.
Might have to cut that one, I think.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'll lift her up and you just hang on a sec. That's it. Okay.
Wait, clean it first.
พ่อเดี๋ยวโดนแผลคิตตี้
Oh, it's got cast in the corner.
Look at that, what a gar. It's got to be 40, 50 pounds, isn't it? That's a cracking fish, it's heavy.
That's a black saver.
Yeah, and the A beast at that. Shall I slip her back? Okay.
Well, it's 6:30 now. I've just gone. I'm just packed up. Just waiting for the boat to come over and collect all my gear. And we're going to load the truck, have a quick shower, pay our bins, and then head home. 3.5 hour drive back to Pattaya. Here comes the boat coming over the lake. And we'll stop for something to eat on the way home, and I'm sure we'll do a roundup. Really hard day today. Lucky enough to caught an ESOC and a PB, no, not PB Julian, PB red tail, sorry, and a nice Julian's. Probably the second one, biggest one I've ever caught, but really tough bites. That's specimen fishing for you, you know. It's not a run to water, but it's worth coming here because, you know, if you come as a tourist, pay 4,500 baht, and you have to pay extra for bait or any kit or anything you might need. It includes all your tackle hire. You know, a lot of places you go, you spend a lot more than that, and then you've got to pay extra bait and extra tackle. So if you're a real fisherman and you want to catch the biggest fish in Thailand, then Palm Tree is the place to come. So yeah, awesome. It's just getting a bit chilly now. It's been a great trip. Hopefully we'll get home quickly tonight. So I've got work tomorrow, and yeah, awesome. Look forward to coming back soon. I might have a bump for fishing now, I think. I'm knackered. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers, bye. Bye. Oh. McDonald's time. £4.
Cool, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And there they got the court pounder in Thailand. Danzak and Davos are loving the vibes.
Yeah.
Court Pounder Appreciation Association.
Yeah. £4 of bacon and cheese. Yeah. I like to eat my fries first. Just out of interest.
Oh, for a spicy chicken burger, and he has got a. He's zesty.
Yeah, good trip, wasn't it?
No. Yeah. This is the end of the road trip.
Yep.
10 days. I think I worked out we did 7 days fishing.
Yeah. 7 day fishing.
Looking at the footage from the other bits on the computer today.
Yeah. Well, the other days were mostly travelling, weren't they? Really?
Yeah. First day was getting to Palm Tree.
Yeah.
Then we must have done 1 day travelling to get onto Samui.
Yeah.
And then 1 day travelling between Samui and...
Yeah, that was a whole day travel, wasn't it?
Nah. Probably they've done some miles.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many kilometres you started?
Yeah,
when
16.
we started?
16,000.
Well, when we started?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what it is when we finish.
Yeah. Just over 16,000. The last couple of days, Palm Tree, the weather's been a bit challenging, isn't it?
Ridiculous, really, the way the temperature dropped for 2 days, and we've looked at the temperature for tomorrow and it's back up.
Yeah.
It went down to like 25 degrees during the day, which sounds quite hot, but in general this time of year it's 31, 32, 33, and it was that before we got here. The day we got here, it dropped to 25. It's 25 today, and it was even more overcast and drizzly
raining
and wind, and then it went still and just exactly what you wouldn't want.
Yeah.
And Palm Tree is not the sort of lake where it doesn't matter what the conditions are, you're going to catch. They are definitely affected by it. More so than a lot of other lakes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those things you can't control. And when you're coming to Thailand, you might go somewhere and it'll be like that.
Yeah.
Not much you can do. There's no point in, moaning about it or getting wound up about it.
No.
It's life, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Palm Tree was great. 4 days at Palm Tree. Then we did a day on the Carp Lake at Greenfields. It's 500 baht that, so it's quite cheap. The bigger lake's a bit more expensive, and I think if you give them a shout, you might get a deal there, mightn't you? I think.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Manicured and a nice vibe there.
Yeah, lovely place, beautiful. Yeah.
A little afternoon on the family lake, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a bit of fun. We went on down to Chompon after that.
Yep. John Wilson Lake. Richard Gibson, the owner. It's really nice. Beautiful. Stunning place.
Yeah, big lake.
Big lake as well. The type sort of fishing lake, commercial fishing lake standard.
Yeah.
Really, really got some scope there. In the next few months and years, it's going to become a really good fishery. That it's got a long-term plan for the place. Highly recommend. We'll go down there again, won't we, at some point? Imagine.
100%. Yeah. There's some nice fish there.
Yeah. Yeah, Mekong, didn't you? £144 Mekong.
Yeah. Siamese, Julians, Mekong, several red tails. You had the red tails on
Yeah.
and a leopard. But we was there, again, that was in one afternoon's fishing.
Yeah.
It was brilliant that he let us stay there till 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, especially
He's not a
we
drinker.
we didn't let him know we were coming.
No, he really put himself out.
We didn't know he was coming though. It was a last minute
Yeah,
plan, really, wasn't it?
it was, yeah.
But he accommodated us brilliantly. Thank you very much for doing that. Was awesome, man. And then on to Samui. Met up with Graham Hurst. Had an awesome, brilliant time with Graham. Had a great night out.
Yeah. Almost too good, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, good night out. And a couple of hangover afternoons at Top Cat.
Yeah.
Well, one hangover afternoon at Top Cat. Nice to meet Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very well run fishery. And if you're in Samui, one nice lot of bites, catch a lot of fish.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Then we went to Samui Fishing Park, didn't we?
Yep.
Which, again,
Even more
loads of
hungover.
bites. Yeah. Hungover again. Loads of bites. You had a tambaki, didn't you?
Tamaki, possibly a little Mekong earlier on.
Yeah.
And then we had a nice lot of Siamese, didn't we, all through the day. Then you had your nice Mekong that was probably £110.
Yeah.
Fish of the day.
Lots of Siamese.
Lots of Siamese. Very accommodating, very well run.
Yeah.
Again, somewhere in Samui, people wanting a day and catch a nice lot of fish and get some photos. Perfect.
Yeah. Stocked the biggest known Siamese carp in the world in there. 120 kilos, yeah?
Yeah.
They've got another one at 100 kilos.
Yeah, 116, 112.
They're
I
buying
believe.
another one as well, I think.
Incredible fish.
And we spent all day travelling back from Samui, stopped at Chompon, stopped at Richard's, John Wilson Fishery.
Had a cup of tea.
Had a cup of tea, picked up some stuff we left there. And then we got back up to Palm Tree, so Ratchaburi at
11 o'clock at night.
about 11:15 I think it was. And you had a couple of beers, I went straight to bed, I had a rubbish night's sleep, you had a really good night's sleep, didn't you?
Beer works.
Yeah. And then 2 days at Palm Tree, and here we are now. Yeah, Palm Tree, yeah, it was nice fish out there, didn't we, over 2 days?
Yep. Yeah, it was hard
Yeah.
with the weather, but there was a couple of Julians. A nice rohu today, didn't you?
Yep.
Big red tails. I had a crystallized catfish and a little gourami. You had a giant gourami and then the
Yeah.
other elephant here gourami. So I thought we both of them out there now. Kitty had a nice alligator guy to finish today.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I mean we know palm tree up bang around now, really in a way. And we're always very relaxed there.
Very accommodated.
Benny and everyone else just let us carry on and enjoy it. It's always very relaxing. You feel like one of a family.
Yeah, right. That's brilliant. And that's just about it for this adventure. Yeah, we'll try and do one next year. Somewhere completely different, maybe.
Japan.
So, something left to do.
Yeah. Thailand vibes. Thanks very much.
Thailand vibes.
Awesome.